Hello friends, so today on STEM part we would be doing a real life STEM activity. And first of all, what you want to do with your students is to introduce to them what the activity is about. So what they're going to do is you're going to tell them the title of this activity is Food Science Explorers Experiment. And what we are going to do is observe and examine food like a food scientist. We want to see what will happen to this apple when immersed in substances. So first of all, you're going to introduce your bowls, your materials, four bowls, and when you introduce the four bowls, you introduce, of course, the observation sheet, which they will use to take the observation at the end of the experiment. I recommend you have a template that would contain drawings and diagrams, and then, of course, their written work. And then you should have a prediction sheet, which they will use just before they conduct the experiment. And then I have here my chopping board, knife, and my apple. So remember that STEM is an integration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So you're going to explain to them what happens when apple is exposed to air oxidation, that's science, and you tell them that it turns brown usually. Okay, now you ask them, what do you think would happen when I immerse this apple in substances? So that is your prediction sheet. So now in each bowl I have this empty, I have water here, I have lime juice here, I have soda juice here, and this is half cup of each substance, while this one has nothing in it, because we're going to use this to measure what we're going to do. Then you of course label water, you label the lime, and you label the soda. And once you do the labeling, you then have each kid have a set of this. Very important, because each child is expected to conduct his own experiment. And then you go further to talk about the apple, how you're going to divide the apple into two to form two halves. And then you talk about fractions, explain fractions. And then you're going to split the apple into eight, because you're going to have two pieces in each immersed in water for the three bowls, and in one bowl nothing, no substance will be in it. And then once you have that done, you explain the mathematics side. You're talking about fractions as you cut into the different portions of the apple, as you divide into eight. Teach them fractions: 1/2, 2/4, 3/6, 2/8, 1/8. Teach them fractions, and as they actually cut with precision, you are teaching them engineering too. So this is very important, the integration of the academic disciplines. Once that is done, you then put the pieces into the bowl, and then you ask them, what do you think would happen? And then they use their prediction sheets to tell us what they think will happen. They draw the diagrams. This is what will happen with the one in the empty bowl, and the one in water, the one in lemon juice, the one in soda. And then once they finish their prediction, you tell them that you're going to allow this stand for 3 hours. So after 3 hours, they come back, they check what has happened, and then they see that this one has turned really brown because it was exposed to oxygen, right? But the other bowls had little oxygen because they were immersed in water. So what do you think will happen? The one with water will just be slightly brown, but not too brown. The one in soda will be, of course, not brown too, and then the one in the lime juice will be the one with the least amount of oxidation experience. It will have just very, very, very little brown spots. So they would then record the observation on the STEM sheet and draw the diagrams and talk about what they have seen and what they have learned. And they would say, yes, I'm a food science explorer. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you'll be able to adopt this in your classroom and other STEM activities, okay? Until later, see you. Bye-bye.